Right, hello, we are live. Welcome in, everybody. How we doing? Exciting times. It has all come to a head. Welcome in, one and all. Don't forget, of course, smash that like button and don't forget to sub as well if you haven't already. But how we doing? How we doing? Buzzing for this one. Should be a great game of rugby. Game's on Channel 4 if you want to watch along with us. We will have ball tracking as usual. So don't panic about that if you haven't. And we'll keep you up to date with everything that's going on the pitch as always. So that's all gravy. We are live from the pavilion today as well, by the way. We are in the shed. It's 90% finished. But I couldn't afford to do any more. It was getting expensive. Wood's expensive, man. What's happened to wood in the last few weeks and whatnot? It's taken a madness. Well, we got Ben. Welcome in, Ben. What's up? What's up? Love that. Welcome in. Caramel chocolate score predictions. Oh, that's a good shout. Do you know what? I think this is going to be a much harder game than people are people are going to say this is going to be a Lions drop-in. I think Japan are going to be a lot tougher task than we give them credit for. I think it's going to be pretty close. I think the Lions will come away with a win, but let's say we've got to put a figure on it, haven't we? Let's say 24-18. 24-18. I've said it. Evening, Captain. Oi, Charlie. The Lions is here. Can't wait. Let's hope for a good series. Stephen, you are not wrong, my friend. Let us hope for a great series. I tell you what, I'm nervous. I'm nervous about it. I am nervous about it. But as I say, it's going to be a good game today. I think it's going to be a lot closer than people are giving Japan credit for. But I think, I think this is going to be a bit tasty. I think there's going to be a few shots left in as well. People have got points to prove. What's your tipple this afternoon, by the way? I've got a long afternoon, so I'm trying to pace myself. So I've gone with a Ribena to start with. I know, I'm living the dream. Ribena in the shed. So yeah, but we will we will ramp it up. Of course, we have got two games today, two huge games coming up today. We've got the Lions first, haven't we? That's why we're here. And then later on at 5:30, we have got the Premiership final between Exeter Chiefs and Harlequins. Bound to be some niggle on that. Bound to be a spectacle of a game. Really looking for that. But yeah, I've done my score prediction, 24-18 in favour of the Lions. What are yours? Drop them in the chat. What are you saying? What are you predicting for this afternoon? Let me turn my phone on silent before that keeps kicking off. Super. Right, let's have a little goosey gander at the teams. We've got about 8 minutes to kick off. So we will, because I've got it up on the screen in front of me, we will start with the Lions. So let's go with that first. And they are as follows. So into the front row, we have got Rory Sutherland, uncapped for the Lions. We've got Lion number 829, Ken Owens, in at hooker. Lion number 818, Furlong, in at tight head. Looking forward to see him. He's obviously not on the original team sheet because he is a late replacement for Xander Fagerson. Line number 808 into the second row, Ian Henderson, and alongside skipper, line number 761, Alan Wynne-Jones. Uncapped, Tag Byrne is on the blind side, in place. Oh no. He was always the blind side, wasn't it? It's the open side they've replaced. They've replaced Hamish Watson with Justin Tipperick, Lion number 786. And making up the forwards, Jack Conan making his Lions debut. So wishing him all the very best. Right, onto the backs. We've got in at scrum half Conor Murray, line number 790. As Stephen chimes in, 22-10 to us. I like the cut of that jib. In at 10, Dan Bigger, line number 821. Blindside wing, we've got Duan van der Merwe, taking some stick this week on social media, I hear. I haven't seen any of it, but lots of people have been talking about the traitor comments that he's been getting from South Africa. It's a bit petty, really. He's qualified for Scotland. He's done everything he needs to do to be Scottish. As far as he's concerned, he's Scottish. Onto 12, we go with Bundee Aki. Nobody really talked about Bundee Aki in the lead up to this, but there he is in the 12 seat. 13, line number 824, Robbie Henshaw. Open side wing, Josh Adams. And at fullback, Liam Williams, line number 833. What do we think of that Lions team then? What are we saying? I mean, it's pretty strong. Lots of English people disappointed that the English boys aren't in there, but we have to remember that lots of them had either finals or semi-finals to play last week. They were late to camp, so it's understandable they're not in there, and that's just the way it goes. Don't for a minute think that English players won't feature in this squad throughout, and that it's Warren Gatland's way of snubbing the English. Far from it. Anyway, on to Japan. And an absolute tongue twister team for me this afternoon. So I will do my very best. Please don't shout at me if I mispronounce anybody's name. I do apologise. I ain't perfect. Right, front row, Inagaki. Straight off with a difficult one. And then on to the hooker, we've got Sakate and Ku at tight head prop. Onto the second rows, it gets a little bit easier with Van der Veld and Moore. Captain Leach is in at blindside as the Japanese players make their way out onto the pitch in their away blue kit. Maffey in at open side, and they walk past the 1888 Cup. Who will be taking that home today? We will see. Where are we? So Maffey in at open side and Labuschagne in open side. Oh, I made a mistake somewhere. Oh, this is going to be a fun afternoon. Maffey. That's all I've done. I've got them two the wrong way around. That's fine. Maffey is in at 8. Right. On to the backs. We've got Shigeno is scrum half. Tamura is at 10. Fafita is on the blindside wing. Nakamura is at 12. Lafalau. Sounds like laugh out loud, doesn't it? He's in at 13. And Matsumura. Oh my god. I had this down earlier. Matsushima. There you go. Matsushima is in at open side wing. And Yamanaka is in at fullback. What a massive tongue-twisting team that is. But looks a bit fire. Looks a bit tasty. Not going to lie. So we'll see how they get on. As here come the Lions. To rapturous applause around Murrayfield, led out by Bill the Lion and Alan Wynne-Jones. Awesome scenes. I've got goosebumps. I'm buzzing for this. I tell you what, Alan Wynne-Jones, he's gonna have some hair transplant sponsorship when he's finished, isn't he? When he's done playing. Nervous faces around the Lions team as they sort of come across the uncapped players. This will be a pinnacle moment in their career, you'd think. Bloody hell. How many pyrotechnics did they use in that? You can't see the pitch now. You'd be livid, wouldn't you? You'd pay 150 quid a ticket, and they've and they've smogged it all out. They've smogged the stadium out. What's going on? And we're having a message on the big screen. The Lions Tour bring people together. It's built on breaking down barriers and building relationships. We reject all forms of racial discrimination. All forms of discrimination, and the Lions are for all. Fair play. We're going to have a moment's silence. Well, that was a quick moment of silence. Right, so Japanese are singing away. Beautiful. Oh, it's like a lament. Someone cutting their grass. I probably need to work on the soundproofing in here. So I apologise if you can hear somebody cutting the grass outside. Someone got the old strimmer out, going hammer and tong in their garden. Don't they know the Lions is on? Right. I can't remember the last time I heard the Japanese anthem. It's lovely. Lovely little jingle. Lovely little jingle. So a nice polite round of applause for that Japanese anthem. And we have a Lions anthem, don't we? We have a Lions anthem. But we're not going to sing it. 5 Englishmen on the bench today. Who's on the bench? So on the bench we've got Jamie George for the Lions, and we've got Wyn Jones, Sinclair, Laws, Faletau, Price, Farrell and Watson. So plenty of firepower there for the Lions off the bench. I tell you what, I've done a good job of this insulation in here because it's cooking. We are cooking on gas. Jamie Joseph brought 19 of his World Cup squad from 2019 for today's game. So they made the quarterfinals, didn't they? So you're not going to write them off. You'd be an idiot to write them off. Murrayfield looking awesome in the adverts. Love that. Love that. We're about to kick off. Let's have some adverts. Oh, man, pay-per-view TV, man. Well, it's Channel 4, isn't it? So, oh well, it is what it is. Let's go and make sure that we've got the old ball tracking. So I find out that we're massively behind, which we're not. Don't think we're too far behind. Right, we're about to go. And we are off and underway. Japan kick us downfield to start us off. And it's all go. But nothing on I can see at the minute because my app's turned itself off. We will get back in. We will get back to the action. In the meantime, let's sort this ball tracking out for you. Right. There we go. Oh no. Right, so we have Lions then with Conor Murray with a first box kick. Up it goes. Let's just stop that a minute. I will get ball tracking sorted. We'll get ball tracking sorted. What are we saying? Luke Conway, hi from BS Rugby. Is he not streaming today? I thought he'd stream this one. But welcome in, Luke. Welcome in. Good to see you, my friend. Welcome along. TikTok clips. Are you worried about the test against South Africa? I don't think we're worried. I think there's an expectation around the Lions that yes, they're the best of British, but equally they're not a conducive team as such, are they? They don't train together regularly, so you don't expect them to do too much, but optimistic. We can be optimistic. So no, not too worried. Here comes Van der Merwe. Takes 3 of them to bring him down. Just inside their own half. And whoever is... I'll tell you what, whoever's cutting their lawn is having an absolute whale of a time. There we go. We've got ball tracking back. Robbie Henshaw then turns it over. And Japan gamble a little bit. And a cheeky offload, but they just about managed to retain possession. And up they come again for a firm carry through the middle, just over their 10. Where can I watch the game in live streaming? Unfortunately, probably not very many places on the internet. If you're in the UK, it's on Channel 4. Otherwise, check with your local providers. But sadly, you're not going to find it on YouTube. Not live footage. There'll be watch-alongs like this one. Not many of us have the ball tracking. So we try and keep you with as much information as we can, but yeah, the actual footage you won't find it on YouTube. As a Springbok fan, I'm worried because it's not the exact team as the one that won the World Cup. Springboks haven't played together for a long time, so that's what's going to make this tour really, really interesting. Is neither team you could say are like they're not going to gel perfectly. The Springboks will have a little bit of advantage, is that Furlong's getting a little bit of tape round his head. I had tickets for all the matches, but because of COVID, I couldn't go, so I got a refund. Oh, that's gutting, man. You would love to be there, wouldn't you? You'd absolutely love it. If you're in South Africa, it's on DSTV. Cheers, buddy. Thank you for that. I'm Italian and I'm not at home. Then Leonardo, join us. We'll keep you up to date with what's going on. It's not as obviously, it's not as good as watching the game, but if it's your option, it's your option. Watch here. Why not? Join us. We'll keep you up to date. Hello, Luca Jones. What a great name. Jones is a brilliant name. It's also mine. Right, up come the Lions then. Inside the 22, off the top of the line out and crashed into midfield. Henderson carries. Alan Wynne-Jones trying to clear out. Struggles. Conor Murray ends up going alone. And it's a penalty to Japan on their 5-metre line. So, good defensive set from them. Well done, them. Conor Murray's... He sees a little bit of a gap to go through, but he doesn't go through it. Ends up getting snaffled up. And, well, not ideal. Not ideal. Do you reckon the Wallabies can beat France? Based on their domestic performance in terms of their leagues, like the Super League and the Transman, no. No, they can't beat the French. They look poo. As individual players, they didn't look great in the Transman. I know it's against New Zealand and they've got the best players in the world at the minute, but the French are very good. The French are very good. So, Japan now get themselves up to halfway from that penalty and line out. And they are driving over. Japan just doing very, very good work. Just sort of getting 1-2 phases outside of the breakdown, so that they're on fringe tacklers as opposed to those heavy hitters in and around the ruck. And a maul is called, and the Lions hold him up through Robbie Henshaw and Van der Merwe were the big players in that maul. Alan Wynne-Jones is down, not moving too much, and it looks like it could be a head injury. Let's have a look. It's in the breakdown, clearing out, gets cleared out. Oh, I think he's done his shoulder, you know. He's either done his shoulder or his wrist. I think he might have done his wrist. And he's done. I think he's broke his wrist, you know. Oh, no. He is struggling to hold his own hand's weight with his wrist. And he looks like he's in a lot of pain. He's over the ball, and his hand just gets caught by the clear out. There's nothing illegal about it. It's all gravy. It's just one of those. It's just one of them things. Darren, your mum is watching. Is she impressed with you so far? Oh no. Who hurt himself? Alan Wynne-Jones is being replaced. It looks like he may have a fairly serious wrist injury. Oh, now I know my mum's watching. I can't say anything naughty. He'll be using his other hand tonight. Let's say that. Right. So on comes Courtney Laws into the fray. I mean, I tell you what, that's not a bad replacement, is it? Courtney Laws for Alan Wynne-Jones. I mean, you'd take either of those as your starter, really, wouldn't you? Right. Oh, yes, let's go, TikTok clips. Thank you for the sub, man. If you haven't subbed and you'd like to, then please, feel free. It helps us out. I think we're on 615-ish. 615-ish, I think. I'm not sure now. But yeah, we'd appreciate any support for the channel. Likes as well. That'd be much love. Early engagement then from the Lions, and Japan get the free kick, which they tap quickly. Leach carries up to the 22. Who's going to get the call up to replace Alan Wynne? Well, if you go by the players have selected their own leadership group, and they were unanimous in Owen Farrell. So, take from that what you will. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't see who was vice captain for the day, so not entirely sure. Johnny Gray, grab your passport. It's a potential, isn't it? And another maul held up for the Lions. So happy days for them. Who's going to get the call up to replace Alan Wynne? Well, I think it's here, isn't it? It's got to be Johnny Gray. Yeah, it'd probably be Johnny Gray. I can't think of anybody else that would take that place. They may go for another back rower because you've got both. Well, you've got Courtney Laws that can play across the two, haven't you? So they may go for another back rower and promote Courtney Laws to a sole second row player. Or James Ryan, yeah, it could be James Ryan. There is also James Ryan. So Dan Biggar, after that scrum, clears lines and gets them up to halfway, and Japan will have possession with the line out. Interesting to see Dan Biggar as the starting 10 in this one. I think they're going to stick with him there. I think that's going to be his spot. I think they'll use Farrell at 12 and stick with Biggar at 10. Just controls the game better. And as I say, that Colin Murray goes quick. Oh! Is that Biggar that went quick? And he's been... Oh, no, it was Conor Murray that went quick, and he's been absolutely ended. And, yeah. You were in front of the mark. It was Biggar that's lost his ribs. Biggar's lost his ribs. I mean, he's been absolutely ended there. Beautiful shot. Conor Murray with a bit of a sore bicep. Just having a chat with a medic while the physios pick up Biggar's ribs off the pitch. Huge shot. He's just in front of the mark. It was Biggar that went quick. Right, so we will go back and... Dan Biggar still takes it 5 yards in front of the mark, but the referee says, "Oh, stuff it! I can't be bothered to come back again." If that was Sexton, he'd be off the pitch by now. You're not, mate. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Sexton had a wonderful career, and I say that in the nicest possible way. He had a wonderful career. But you have to recognise when you're done. And I think he's done. Bundyaki, big carry through the gap between first receiver and the back of the line out. So Lions carry up to the 5 metre line. And then it's Ken Owens. Conor Murray goes blind. Henshaw scratches his way back to the 5. Josh Adams! It's a try! Josh Adams with the score. He's tackled, but he's able to stretch out, reach down and get the try. Josh Adams is the first Lions try scorer of 2021. Is the game on Sky? No, this game's on Channel 4. This game's on Channel 4. We'll have a swig of Ribena for that one. Well done, Josh Adams. And as much as the home nations hate him, it is on the byline. So you could do with Owen Farrell here. welcome in, Lee. I've no idea what that means, but you're very welcome. Great for Josh. You're not wrong, Stephen. Great settler for him. Cheers. Your Ribena looks so weak. It is. I run out, but I thought I'd be able to squeeze a glass out of it, and I couldn't. Great kick. It is indeed a good nudge. Happy days. What are they playing? Oh, a bit of sandstorm going around the stands. You know we're raving tonight in Edinburgh. As they get the few shots of the Lions costumes in the stands. Always good to see those fans in the stands. Somebody's baby. Josh Adams' baby due in mid-July. Oh, you know she's livid. You know she's livid that he's going to be in South Africa when the baby's born. Right. Japan kickoff and deep into the Lions 22. And they'll just use a couple of forwards faces to get a bit of better position. And Murray's charged down. Oh, and Bigger by the skin of his teeth is able to just use his fingertips to get that ball back out of what was an almost certain reach. That's sloppy kick work. No blockers set. Short caterpillar. Great play again. Bigger, says Sam. You're not wrong. He's having an absolute stormer. 14 minutes of play and Dan Bigger's looking good. Nailing down the 1 and 0 on that shirt for himself. Anyway, Japan now. Lions have counter-rucked and got that turnover just on the edge of their own 22. And Liam Williams trying to dart around and find some space. And a penalty for not rolling away. So they will clear lines and take a little bit of a breather. Some heavy panting. It is muggy. I'm at the other end of the country, albeit. Oh, Darren, you're only a couple of hours outside of Edinburgh. What's the weather like up there? If you're still in. Anyway, Bigger puts his boot through this and finds touch just outside of the Japanese 10. Oh, they're just talk. I thought they were going to talk to somebody from the medical team then and find out what's going on with Alan Wynne. But as of yet, nothing. So we'll see what happens there. We will keep you updated as we get any information. 619 subs. Let's go. Can we get one more? Can we get one more? That would be amazing. Anyway, up come the Lions through Ken Owens. And then Henshaw is driven back in the tackle. Japan not making it easy at the breakdown, and Lions have to kick, and they get some real snow on that. It only goes about 10 metres forwards, but and Japan win the aerial battle. And then Henshaw gets the interception. Not enough support coming, so he has to pop it off the floor. It's gone a bit sloppy as Josh Adams works in field to try and find a hole, and he's been absolutely slotted. Somebody is whooping. Is that Sam Warburton? Sam Warburton is whooping in the com box on that double up tackle. Huge hit. Love that. Love that. It's grey. Thanks, Darren. Don't become a weatherman. So Bigger moves it out wide, and Josh Adams again is there to carry them just inside the 22. And Van der Merwe goes blind. Nobody home. It's a try for Van der Merwe. To hand. Wow. 12-0. All in that same corner. And it's great. It's a great spot because there isn't any guard set on the blind side because there's only a couple of meters of space. And he does so well. And boom, he's gone. He's in. Happy days. So there we go. What is Twitter saying? God, I love Doohan, says Rock and Roll Rugby. The loose head. Duhan van der Merwe couldn't be further off his own wing to score that try. Yeah, I mean, he's on the wrong wing. So there we go. Just came in and heard someone was slotted. You're not wrong. Robbie Henshaw got... Oh, sorry, no, it wasn't. Was it? It was Josh Adams got absolutely slotted. And then 3 phases later, we've got a try. So happy days. We're all smiles. As Bigger knocks this one through. Straight down the middle. And Bigger is asking Warren Gatlin, do we really need Owen? Great work from the Lions. Sloppy defence. Let's not give them too much credit. Sloppy defence, but good recognition from the Lions and good execution as well. So happy days. Your dad's awake to tune in also. Oh no. Right, 14-0, 20 minutes gone. Wasn't expecting it to be this comfortable, I'm not going to lie. I thought Japan would bring us a little bit more, but they may do something. Yeah, Yamanaka then does well in the air. Something that I've noticed that they're going to need to fix before they play South Africa. It's that box kick. They're only putting sort of 2 men in the caterpillar. Borderline forward. They're only putting 2 men in the caterpillar and no blockers around it. So, no, I'm not sure what I think about that. I'm not sure if I like that. But Japan then look to go wide, use their hands. And Bigger makes the tackle as they just get over halfway. Good hands from Inagaki. Just a couple of times now he's just lifted the man into the gap. Oh, he's tried it again. That's quite clearly a tactic from them. They're going to get it to Inagaki, who's going to just tip it on. Holding on penalty though, as that one doesn't work out, and Bigger takes that fairly quickly. Just about finds touch. Referee's just going to have a quick word with him. We've got some players down. Sorry. Referee's not too happy about where the mark is being taken though. But Dan Bigger then just calling everybody in while we have a little bit of a breather. Just keep everybody focused, keep everybody on point. And off is going Tipperick. Tipperick off then. On comes Falatau as his replacement. So, it's not good, is it? Tipperick and Alan Wynne-Jones. Not sure what happened to him there. I think Leach has just taken a few of his ribs with him as a momentum of the occasion in clearing him out. I'm not sure. But it is what it is. And Lions will have the line out. So, another penalty for the Lions then. contact in the air from the line out, and Bigger will go deeper into that corner, and Lions will now have a line out about 6 metres out. Right, so Ken Owens. Something about the Lions, I've noticed, they don't look settled. Like, everything's happening at 100 miles an hour, you know. Even the very basics, penalty kicks, they want to take it as quickly as they can, just get the ball out of their hands. They're not breathing, they're not allowing the process to flow. As this maul comes to a stop, and Henshaw drives through the gap. Henshaw with the try. And, well, this could be murder. This could be murder. What am I seeing? We've already scored 19 of the 24 I allowed us. With probably 2 to come. And Conor Murray just eyeing him up, giving him the old hit that line eyes. And through comes Henshaw, rate and knots, hits the half hole, and in for a decent try. And Bigger, 24 metres on the kick, 2 from 2 today. It will sail through, no doubts about this. Ball tracking has told us it's true. Oh, I tell you what, nearly chased down. Nearly chased down. Japan! Oh no. Are you trying to get a job at the Sun? Doing the sports headlines? Japan. I like it though. I like it. Oh, we're going to hear from Gregor Townsend then. Blow with the injuries. What are you making of this? 24 minutes. Can barely understand a word he's saying. He's got a face mask over his microphone. We're moving the ball around. That's about it. Not really saying anything. If I'm honest, he's just waffling. Those generic statements. We look strong when we've got ball. We look secured. Again, just a one-man caterpillar for the box kick. Ends up going straight back to Bigger. And Japan go quick off the line out. Interesting there. And then they get the penalty on their own 10. So they've got away with that a little bit. As Rory Sutherland pinned for not releasing, and Japan will nudge this downfield. Of course, coming up this evening after this game, we've got the Prem final. So if you're struggling to find somewhere to watch that, we're watching it. Watch it with us. We will be live in the pavilion for that pretty much straight after this game. And of course, we will be here for all of the Lions games. So if you do want to join us for those and have a conversation and a chat, absolutely feel free. Smash that sub button, hit that bell notification, and we move. Right, line out's not straight, so we will have a scrum down for the Lions. Right, so Not happy with the gap, so we'll get that reset. Right. And a penalty then for the Lions. Who's that collapsing? Inagaki. Just falling apart. And that one just gets up over halfway. So Lions with the penalty. Game's just sort of not gone stale, but it's mellowed. Both teams, the nerves have settled and things are starting to flow a little bit more. I don't want to say flow a little bit more because things haven't not been flowing, but you get what I mean. The edge has been taken off the knife. Let's call it that. Anyway, Courtney Law is up in the air, and Ken Owens loops round and picks that out the back. Good wraparound play from the forwards to get front foot ball, and Falatal on the ball now. Frozen. And we'll have a Japanese scrum. There we go. That's not what we want to see. So yeah, just gone a bit. Things have settled down a little bit. We're getting a little bit more stop-starty, a little bit more free kicks and scrums being awarded now as the game wears on. So Japan under pressure, much lighter pack than the Lions, as they squirt that out the back fairly quickly before the Lions can get the shove on, and they will roll up through midfield. Leach then, and it's just that odd pass just going to ground, but then Utamura, huge pass to find who is it? Yamanaka on the wing. So fits and spurts of quality issues with the Japanese at the minute. If they can fix that, they'll probably find they'll have a little bit more success. There's a wood pigeon flies past my window and scares the living daylights out of me. Up to the 10. Tamua just organising people outside of him, and then a little grubber kick through from Nakamura, and Liam Williams just finds that relatively comfortable in the end, but it wasn't the nicest kick to deal with, and the Lions forwards will work a better field position. And again, that box kick without guards. I don't like that. And knock on from that one though. So advantage. Indecisive about which way they want to go. And it's a floss forward. So we'll have a scrum for the original knock on. And we'll come back for that. So is it what we were expecting from Japan? Is this the sort of game we were hoping for? A bit of a early annihilation from the Lions. Well, I don't think we've really seen anything from the Lions yet that you would suggest is going to tell you anything about them going forward. While we've just waiting to set this up, I watched last night I'll give him a little plug. Give him a little plug while I'm here. The Scottish Rugby blog podcast did Dodmaster last night, which was their take on Taskmaster, the TV show, for the Doddy Weir Foundation. It's still, the live stream is still on their YouTube channel, the Scottish Rugby blog podcast. Do check it out. And of course, all the money they raised £3,750 odd pounds, I think, in the end, all for the Doddy Weir Foundation. So fantastic work by all the guys there. Squidge Rugby was involved, Rock and Roll Rugby podcast, Blood and Mud. There was Happiness is Egg Shaped was there as well. There was lots of big names. So if you get a chance, check it out. Right. Anyway, scrum collapsed again, so the Lions will have the penalty, and they'll pump that down to the 22. Bigger not too pleased with that kick by the looks of it. So, what happens? Pressure comes on, and down goes. I think that might have been Koo. So, Ken Owens puts it in, and it's up and down for Courtney Laws and into the maul as it starts to roll forward slowly but surely. Slap on the arse from Colin Murray indicating for Ken Owens to get going, and Bundyaki carries up. Falatau then. Oh! A sexy inside ball, no look for Van der Merwe. Offside blue, so penalty coming. As Jack Conan out on the wing, we expected the Lions to do that, use their faster forwards as wingers to get some more front football. But here comes Van der Merwe then. Oh, and he can't get the offload away in the tackle for Liam Williams, and boom. Hoping to have you on eventually for a future video on my channel. Tap me up, Stephen. Let's do something, mate. Let's do something. I'm down. You heard it here first. Send me the contract. I'll sign it. Yeah, no, I'm down for a collab, mate. That's cool. DM me. Or join the Discord. If you wanna join the Discord, have a chat in between games, have a chat with each other. Make some new rugby friends. Join the Discord. The link is in the description, and that should work. So yeah, happy days. We can all have a chat through the week as well. Anyway, line out on the 5 then for the Lions, and again, the maul is set. Is it at the back as it collapses? Yes, it is. So Connor Murray will carry away, and quite obvious where it was going, and the Japanese able to pick off Van der Merwe, and then he gets himself isolated. It will be a penalty for Japan. We've got a little bit of handbags. Oh, they've called him Labuschagne. I prefer Laberge. Here he is. Wagwan Kaspar, the friendly streamer. Wagwan Tom Stern. Oh, you've changed your name to Tom Hammers. And Ewan Hacken, the hamster, has come out of his hibernation to come and do his mod duties. Good for you. The Lions are in town, so I don't know, a hamster lion bait? I don't know. I will ask David Attenborough when I see him next. Anyway, Lions then up on their own halfway, and again almost charged down for the box kick, and then a shove in the back gets from Liam Williams, gets a free kick. Oh no, sorry, it was a mark. And they find touch. That's a huge nudge. Where's that? Wait, stop. Right, it's halfway between the 10 and the 22. That's a huge nudge. Anyway, Ken Owens fires it to the back pod. And Tyke Byrne ends up getting sacked. 4 has jumped over the top. Who's that? Van der Vaart has jumped over the top of the maul trying to get hold of the ball. You just cannot do that, man. Right. Lions then again, just using those forwards. Trying to set up the Caterpillar. It's been called. It's got to go. And I tell you what, Conor Murray's technique is very efficient. Very efficient. It's very quick, upright. Anyway, the stream made me throw up. This stream has made me throw up more times than I care to believe after that last drinking stream. The drink along. We should do another drink along. Let me know in the comments if you're down for a drink along. We can do another one of those. So basically, there are some drinking rules that you will adhere to during the stream, and we get a little tipsy. It's good fun. We did it for an MLR game. Ewan made the mistake of using Jägermeister. Oh, Step City, and what are we saying? Knock on. Who's that for? He's sent him to the shops. Box physically will be too much for the Lions. Peter, Steph, Eben, Christoph will be licking their lips from the Lions forward pack. Go Bok! We will see. Ewan's down again. A few mistakes now from Conor Murray. That's the question mark about Conor Murray, isn't it? Has he still got it? Is he still up to speed on the international stage? So yeah, interesting though. Yeah, let's be fair. Let's be real. Ewan drinks Carlind, so he's irrelevant. It's fighting talk, Tom. It's fighting talk. Go watch the latest Lions video made by the main man Diggy. Whee! Brandon, how's it going? Been a bit of a battering for the poor Japanese. You're not wrong. They've got a scrum on the Lions 22 just before half time, but yeah, not quite the Japan I was expecting. They haven't been allowed. Well, I don't know whether it's that they haven't been allowed or they just haven't quite turned up in terms of their attacking prowess that we're used to seeing. I don't know whether that's just because they haven't played since 2019, but it's all very interesting. It's all very, very interesting stuff. As they go blind down the narrow side, and when you're running into Van der Merwe, you've got to be able to get to ground. Just about makes it down, but does concede slow ball. And now being driven back to just outside of the 22. Maffei, good little step inside. Manages to hold on, but not a clear release. So advantage coming for Japan as the clock bounces into the red. How long has Japan been in this time zone? I think they've been here all week. I think they've had a week here. So yeah, I think. So Conan giving away the penalty there. No clear release. I mean, to get back into the game, Japan are going to have to go for the line out, aren't they? But in terms of being nilled, nobody wants to be nilled. I don't think, anyway. But they have gone to the corner, so we will roll again. As a tired-looking Japan. Oh, thank you. Oh, they just about... I tell you what, they got away with that bit. They got away with that a lot. As the line out jumped over the top and Japan were able to carry up to the line. Matsushima now on the other opposite wing. And Japan have just about been able to salvage that. So they will roll round the corner with the forwards. And it's a penalty again for Japan. So Lions there. Courtney Lawes playing the... I mean, to be honest, he was quite obviously playing the ball on the floor. No right to be there, but still... It's lazy. That is lazy from the Lions. Okay, so Japan then. They're going to go to the corner, surely. Ball tracking is giving it up as half time. So. Oh, that is half time. Okay. Lee, welcome in, buddy. Kicked our ass. Phil Payne. Bless your cottons. Mate, you can take a little bit away from that. I think it could have been a lot worse. Lions rocking the choke tackle. I think that's going to be a definite tactic, trying to hold the ball up. Not sure how that's going to go with South Africa, but it's quite clear that they want to minimise quick ball as much as possible. So, yeah, that's quite interesting. Right. Anyway, it's half time. So we are going to take a short break. We will be back in a couple of minutes. But in the meantime, we will leave you... Let's just make that a little bit bigger. Oh, no. We don't want to make it that much bigger. There we go. Right. Yeah. During the break, we will give you some stats to have a little look at. And we will be back in just a few minutes for the second half. We will see you on the other side. Right, we are back. Welcome back, everybody. What are we saying? Let's have a little look. Where did we get to in the chat? Lions rocking the choke tackle. We talked about that briefly. What have you made of Courtney Law's impact when coming on? I mean, he's held his own. He's certainly held his own. He's been influential at the line out. I wouldn't say that he's made a massive impact at the minute, though. He's certainly done a job, though. And at the minute, I think that's all they're looking for, is just somebody to fill that hole while they assess what's going on with Alan Wynne. I don't think Courtney's going to be the immediate first choice replacement for him. Should Alan Wynne's ticket get ripped up from here on out, but I think that he's going to be up there in with a shout, isn't he? But yeah, he's done a decent job so far. I don't think he's been epic, but he's certainly been he's certainly held his own. He hasn't looked out of place. For the noob that is me, what's a choke tackle? It sounds like something I could perform in the bedroom. I see what you're saying. So basically, you're choking the tackle out, so you're preventing the ball getting to ground and holding the man up. That's what they call a choke tackle. They're attacking the ball as opposed to the player, preventing play from continuing. Is what a choke tackle is in a nutshell. There's a lot more intricacy to it than that, but from a noob's perspective, it's just preventing the ball from getting to ground. Anyone have the link for the match? Sadly, you're not going to find it on YouTube. If there is a stream out there on YouTube, then it will get ripped down in 5 minutes. They're so hot on those things. Nobody's going to be showing live footage on YouTube. However, if you're in the UK, you can... I mean, where in the world are you? If you're in the UK, it's on Channel 4, so it's free to view anyway. Not sure about... Oh, South Africa, it's on DSTV. I'm guessing in New Zealand it's going to be on Sky. But, yeah. We have ball tracking. We'll keep you as up to date as we can with what's going on, whilst enjoying the conversation that flows in the chat. So, feel free to stick around. So what are we making of this first half? What are we saying? Is this the Lions you were expecting? They look a little bit cagey. They look a little bit nervous. They look a little bit sketchy, which is what I expected. First game together. Got to get used to things a little bit. I mean, let's be fair, that's the point of playing every club in South Africa on the way to those test matches, to get a little bit of game time under their belts. So, yeah, I'm not too disappointed. Second half is just around the corner. But talk to me, chat. So we've been doing recently some of these videos that have been fairly successful around some player analysis. Most recently, Marcus Smith. We also did a couple of videos on the Lions in general. And we did one on Sam Simmons. Who's the next player? I'm thinking we may have a look at Ben Spencer and see why he's been left out of this England side. But let me know what you think. There's obviously going to be nerves in the first half, but Litz looks promising as we're dominating Japan massively already. I mean, you're not wrong. Let's look at these stats that we had in the half time. I'm not going to bring them up on the screen again because you had 10 minutes to look at them. But yeah, possession 49% versus 51, so pretty even there. 3 tries for the Lions, we know that. 8 defenders beaten by the Lions versus the 2 of Japan. 2 clean breaks versus none of Japan's. 48 passes for the Lions versus 73 of Japan. So Japan, clearly having to work harder to retain the ball and are under more pressure around that contact zone. So interesting there. Sky Sports advert on, just advertising their Lions footage coming up. And it's a shame BT haven't got it, because BT do great rugby content, but 'tis what it is. So yeah, let me know. Do we want more of that that player analysis content. I'm thinking Ben Spencer next. We'll get that in the next couple of weeks if that's something that people want to see. But it's down to you. We can stick with the live streams and we can just do those, or we can do a bit of both. Let me know. DM me if you don't want to put it in the chat as well. I'm open to conversation. Right. Second half about to get underway. I think we're going to see more of the same. I think at this rate, Japan are going to do well to keep it under 50. I think the Lions have got that blood pumping now. They're settling in. You could see towards the end of that first half there that they were starting to really settle into their stride and their processes. Things were starting to gel together. The patterns were coming off. All that good stuff we want to see. So I'm optimistic that I might change my prediction from 24-18 to 50-0. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. The Lions are going to score 4 more, and it's going to be 50-0. More Scots worship in your content. We can have a look at a couple of Scots. Who should we look at? We could look at Finn Russell. Work out what makes him so magic. But why he might not be selected as the first choice. Because I don't think he's... I think he might come off the bench a few times, but I don't think he's going to be the first choice 10, if I'm honest. But, yeah. All right. Let's write that down. Scottish players. I will have a little look at them. There we go. Right then, so... Looks like we're about to start. Are we about to start again? Of course, we are live tomorrow as well, aren't we? England A versus Scotland A. Right, we are about to start. Dan Bigger will get us off and running. Ball tracking has got a few seconds on us, so that's fine. And we're all happy, ready to go. Dan's had a little practice kick. And a nice deep kick into the 22. Decent take from the Japanese as well. As they try to move the ball out wide and deep in their own territory. Little grubber kick through. Oh, I think that was a little bit brave. But as they try and bundle into touch unsuccessfully, and Lions end up with a penalty advantage. Henderson, Bigger on the loop. And fortunately for the Lions, they do have advantage as Matsushima bursts away and picks up the bouncing pass. Wow. Lions just got let off the hook there. So Lions penalty, then Bigger looking for a bit of a banana kick. Oh! Yes! The big man is in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the best Southern Hemisphere content creators. If you haven't seen his weekly Super Rugby updates, is it Ryan? I've pronounced that. Oh, I'm so crap with names. Ryan is tops top content. There goes your 50-0. It's still alive. It's still alive. It's still alive, just for now, though. Welcome in, buddy. Thanks for joining us. Right. What are we saying? Conor Murray then flings it out wide to Williams, who knocks that on. So we'll have a Japanese advantage. Where are they? They're about 7 meters out. Ryan is fine. Thanks. You know when you butcher somebody's name and they just go, it's okay, don't worry. I think that's just happened. Right. Knock on 15. So we're coming back for the scrum. So what are we saying? What are we saying? That the Saffers got this? Is this easy pickings? They haven't looked amazing, the Lions, but they've looked far from shoddy. Okay, so just getting a bit of attention for Liam Williams. Took a little bit of a knock to his shoulder when he knocked it on. So just going to have a little Mozambique about what's going on there. Okay. Couple of tampons up his nose, we're good to go. The things you love to see. Right then, so packing down for the scrum. I tell you what, innuendos are flying round on the comms. I'm not sure what's going on here. But to be fair, Liam Williams does look a bit daft with those tampons up his nose. He's not happy about it either. Okay. Russell, welcome in, Russell. The performance is exactly what the Lions need as a confidence builder before they meet the Springboks. I think so. I agree with that. And now I've got it. There is Ryan's link. So go and give him a cheeky sub. Check out some of his content because his work is tops. Right, so Bundyaki wins the Lions a penalty, pens the Japanese into that corner. And they're just starting to look a little bit more clinical now and a little bit more settled. And the processes are coming together much nicer, which is good to see. As Tagburn receives that and is instantly sacked. Bigger looks for the chip over the top. Oh, Liam Williams doesn't get there. But Jack Colan does! Oh, Liam Williams knocks it on. And Jack Colan doesn't get his try. But the Lions do get a pen for interfering at the line out. Nah, not at all, mate. Not at all. Credit where credit's due. Okay, what are we doing? What are we doing? No. Go back to the line out. Conor Murray trying to do a tap and go 6 meters out. And decent hands in the crowd as they take the catch. Yeah, just clarification of what went wrong at the last one. Referee just informing them jumping across the line. And closing the gap. Oh, what? With TMO in something here? Oh! Did Liam Williams actually knock it on? I think he did, you know. Yeah. Yeah, TMO trying to get himself some bloody telly time. There's a blatant knock on. Slapped off his finger. And we're now back into the corner for the line out. Somebody going, oh! Ball tracking. What are we saying? We're down into the mall. We've got the spoiler. We know what's coming. Who's it going to be, though? As the mall doesn't really go anywhere. It shifts towards the touchline. Murray spins it out to Furlong, who takes 4 men to bring him down. Rewinds the other way. And there's Courtney Lawes' impact. It's a try. Oh! There you go. Stephen, that's what I make of it. Try time. Happy days. Oh, bloody hell. He's knocked it on. He's fucking knocked it on. Sorry, language. Oh. Oh well, no try. Courtney Lawes. Yeah, he loses control of it. Bigger trying to get the conversion away quickly so they can't review it. But, yeah, Pascal prevents that. 2 tries disallowed. It's a game of margins. It's a game of inches. What's that film? Any Given Sunday. What a film Any Given Sunday is. Tom getting worn like a chicken. What? Yeah, I mean it's a clear and obvious knock on. Yes, in days gone by you'd have been like, oh, that's harsh, but that's what the TMO's there for. Tell you what, Tag Furlong going at it like a rabid bull. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4 of him on him, and he's still driving forward. That's effort. Right then, Japanese scrum, 5 meters out. Fed in. Oh, it squirts out the back, but the 9 is there to cover, and they move that a couple of hands wide before kicking only as far as Liam Williams' hands 99.9% of the time to be trusted, as Murray ships that into the forwards through Henderson. Great hands by Ken Owens, because he wasn't expecting that one, and Bigger fired it at him. And Lions slowly inching their way forward. And, great vision from the Japanese 10, I think that was. Cutting off the man in behind. And Jack Conan now out on the wing. Real settled performance now, just rolling through the phases. Lions looking very, very comfortable. Interestingly, when the Lions go through the phases, they look very much how Scotland did against Italy in the way they've set up. As ball tracking does us dirty again. Van der Merwe bounces off a couple of tackles. We are about a minute behind the ball tracking somehow now. But Courtney Lawes carries up then. Yeah, we'll talk about this in a second, because this is quite interesting. Oh! Oh, Tagburn carves a hole through the defence. He's in under the post. The conversion looks like it's going to be a given. Debut try for Tagburn. The kick's going to be good. Yeah, so great work there. Oh, look at the scenes. Got their South African budgie smugglers on. What am I seeing? Should have put a sock in it. Right, yeah, so how the Lions are setting up. Interestingly, they're setting up in attack very much like Scotland did against Italy when they had Stuart Hogg as their 10. They're sort of like option runners around Bigger as opposed to fixed patterns. They haven't got a set playbook as such. Interesting. It's more options than patterns. I like that. My favourite tag. You're not wrong. He's quality, isn't he? Right, Tagburn, the try scorer. Happy days. 50 minutes on the clock. Oh, there you go. There's a good stat for you. Tagburn, more turnovers in the Six Nations Championship than any other player. Boom. Big stat. Athletic as well. He had some wheels there. Right. Japan getting the kickoff ready. Making some changes. Couple of bows to the referee on the way off and to the coach as well. Love the manners of the Japanese. The etiquette. It's exceptional. So, Lions will receive this just inside the 22 and they will box kick away. They did carry that just outside, so they're going to have to keep that in field, which they do. Just good news, and Japan run it back to the Lions 10. Squeezed through. Oh, and then knocked on. Good hands from Faletau to pick up the knock on, though, and swings it out to Josh Adams, who works it back the other way. Advantage for the Lions. There you go. As we discussed in the backs video that we did on the Lions, we're going to look to use those quicker forwards on the fringes in the wing positions. And Japan turn it over. Chip a kick downfield. And Liam Williams is just there in the nick of time to dot that down in the dead ball zone. So we'll have a Lions 22 dropout. Just not a great offload from Tagburn. Off of Conor Murray's toes. Dan Bigger. I tell you what. He's done well to beat him there. Because he's had to turn and go. So fair play to Bigger. And that is his day. The Lions ring the changes. On comes Sinks. Bit of a fairy tale for Carl Sinclair, isn't it? From crying in a good way, crying that he didn't make the squad, just emotional about the situation, to being called up after I can't remember who got injured now, but yeah, fairy tale for him. And I think Bigger came off as well, so that must mean Farrell's on. So we'll see what that does to the Lions. Oh, no. No. I'm not sure. Box will try and suck in those wide loosies by smashing rucks, disrupting Murray's ball. Yeah, I mean, I think that's going to be the tactic, isn't it? That's how they That's how the box play the game. Big kick downfield. And it doesn't quite make the dead ball zone, so Japan will collect that eventually without too much qualm. Yeah, I think that's how they're gonna operate. I think the Lions are going to try and counteract that by choking ball to slow the Saffers down as well. So I think it's going to work both ways. But interesting battle that will be. But Aki is another Lucy, basically. Yeah, I mean, that's why he's in the squad, isn't it? There are a couple of them in there that are going to be... Henshaw, you could argue, is a strong carrier. There's a couple of guys in there that are designed to deal with that. Same as Van der Merwe. Van der Merwe's in there more for his strength than his speed. We've got an off-ball TMO call here. Nah, there's nothing in that. There's nothing in that for me. He's run into his shoulder and sacked it. Yeah, there's nothing you can do about that. Right. More changes for Japan and more bowing as they leave the field. Love it. Absolutely love it. Fans in the stands is always a beautiful thing to see as well. Look at all these wonderful people, lucky people. There were some tickets come available on Wednesday. But, I mean, a bit of controversy around that. So the Lions thought that they were going to be allowed to pack out Murrayfield, so they sold all the tickets. Then they had to refund like 2/3 of them, and then there were some more tickets become available, so they offered them up to the people that had been refunded their tickets, but they were at a much higher price now, which I think is a bit naughty. But there you go. People still pay, didn't they? So I suppose it wasn't a bad decision from them. Right, up on halfway. 7 phases of play. Conor Murray nudges it on the full. I mean, to be fair, it hasn't been a bad day for kicking, has it? But yeah, not ideal. Not ideal. Yes, you're right. It will be a totally different ball game against a very hungry Springbok team, but they'll also lack. They won't lack the chemistry, but they won't have the same chemistry that they had at the World Cup. They haven't played for a long time together. Anyway, off comes Ken Owens, on comes Jamie George, off comes Bundy Aki for Owen Farrell. Interesting that he's gone in at 12. So, I mean, he's just walked onto the pitch. Why does he need a water break when he's just walked onto the pitch? What am I hearing? Yeah, I think what's interesting about this tour is, yes, South Africa are world champions. Yes, the home nations haven't had a great 18 months in terms of the standard of rugby they've been playing. I don't think anybody can say that any Welshman was happy with the Autumn Nations Cup. I don't think any Englishman was happy with the Six Nations or Irishman. The only people that have had a really good 18 months really is Scotland, and that's the way it is. But yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how they go. I'm quietly optimistic. I think there's been enough downtime between the World Cup and now that the Saffers have got something to worry about. Japan getting away with a lot of sealing off and offside. I mean, everybody does these days. It's like feeding at the scrum. it almost doesn't. It almost never gets called, which is frustrating because it should be pinged. Anyway, oh, sit down. Welcome to the game. Josh Adams absolutely slots. I'm not sure who it was, but they get the turnover. Liam Williams with the kick, and it's all gone to shit as eventually who's that? That's Tamura recovers the ball and finds ground just on his own 22. So 11 phases of possession for Japan to not really make any meters and then just lose it all in one foul swoop. Them's the breaks. Now they'll have to build it all again. Static runners as they look to just use this lift. Let's just call it a lift. They hit the first forward receiver and just lifted on straight away. Good hands down the line from Japan. Gets them up to halfway, but not a lot of support as they spin it wide into midfield. Oh! And Cornelson bounces off a tackle. I think that was Cornelson. It might have been Valu. Oh, it was forward anyway. And we will come back for the Japanese penalty. Brian O'Driscoll there just talking about how narrow this Lions defence is, which is an interesting point. We're not going to be able to afford to do that against South Africa. If you leave too much space on the wing for Chesney and Colby, you ain't going to see him. Right, so ball tracking. You've broke my dreams. 6 meters out, line out for Japan. It goes to the back pod. It's a fake maul. Latcher's coming, and it's a try. Looks like it was Jimeno. Just reaches out, and the Lions, you would think, are going to be disappointed with that. Oh. 5th international try for him. Oh. Yeah. Kazuki Jimeno. I mean, do they deserve that? I mean, they haven't done a lot special. Meno, my boy! Bastard. Right. Okay. So. Artoa quality. Of course, yeah. Is he Crusaders? Is that right? Am I remembering that right? I can't remember. Right. So, with the kick, it's going to be good. We'll see how good. Anybody going to charge this one down? Yeah. Bigger will have a go at it. No point. It's gone through. Why have I gone a bit... Right. Okay, I think we're there. I think we might have lost you for a second, but we're coming back. Held up. And they make it to ground. Tackle called, so ball becomes available. And now Japan just starting to punch a couple of holes through the inside, and they run some very flat lines. No options outside for who was that? For Nakamura. Advantage coming. Japan been making meters through the ruck. Yeah, they are getting a little bit of success round the breakdown now, which is a little bit concerning. Hope Japan get a little bit of a lift from the try. Looks like it. They look like they've stepped up a little bit. They're going to have a line out from this penalty. It looks like it's going to be just over halfway. Happy days. So, 11 penalties conceded by Japan, 7 now from the Lions. It's just a late hit from Josh Adams. Yeah, I mean, it is late. He didn't have the ball. He's not happy about it, but you can't argue with it. Up steps Farrell. Tackle round the ribs, low by his standards. As Henshaw throws himself at the man, and Jack Conan just looked like he pulled up a little bit there with grabbed his hamstring. Robbie Henshaw threw himself at him, but he's given away a high tackle, so another penalty given away from the Lions. Is this just a little bit of tired legs creeping in? A little bit of tiredness there. And Japan, what are they saying? Owen Farrell screaming at the referee, tees on. Owen Farrell and Dan Bigger, good work there from them. We don't like to see gamesmanship, but the tee was brought on by Japan. So if the tee is on, the tee is on, and it's the referee's only got one set of eyes. So Dan Bigger and Owen Farrell screaming at the referee just to help him out. It's not gamesmanship. It's just supporting the ref's work. Don't like to see people shouting at the ref, though, do you? Especially when they sound like Owen Farrell. Right, it just sounds like he's screaming for a Tetley's in his whippet. Right. Kick. It's a long way out. It's going to be a big kick. Somebody's just put on Twitter, imagine... Oh, he's missed it. Imagine changing your line to run a hard line there against Henshaw there. Yeah, he did lost his head. It'd have probably been a red card. Change coming for the Lions. 15 red off. So we say goodbye to Liam Williams for the day. And on comes England's star performer of... thank you. On comes England's star performer for the Six Nations, Anthony Watson. Well, that smells nice. What was that?
Air freshener for your streaming room.
Air freshener for the pavilion. Look at that.
Thought it'd make it smell like cut grass.
Thank you. Right, Japan up and over halfway. Wives, eh? It's all about the smell. Not that it smells bad in here. Let's just make that clear. It smells of freshly cut wood. But no, now she's giving me freshly cut grass smell. Well, we're paying for freshly cut grass smell. I could have just cut the lawn. Right. Japan then, moving the ball fairly quickly now. Getting a lot of front foot, clean ball at the breakdown as they roll through their phases. Advantage coming for them as well as they're up and over the 10. And more towards the 22 now. Oh, forwards, but Pascal, I mean, he's not famed for his good decision making, is he? This referee, but it is his final international test match, so we won't be seeing any more of Pascal Gutierrez. And lots of good referees retiring at the moment, so. Or I say good referees, top referees. Lots of top referees retiring at the moment. So it'll be interesting to see who steps up and takes their place. So we've got an offside advantage. Offside there and offside here. They can have it in the middle of the park or towards the touchline. Tees on. So the decision has been made by the coaching team. So coaching team looking to take control of proceedings here. I think they're just going to try and run the clock a little bit. Good to see Alan Wynne-Jones is back in the stands. He's got his he's got no strapping on his hands. And he's managed to get his watch back on, so we will see how we get on. Right, Japan then are going to have a go at this one. And the kick's going to be good. Utamura, 32 metres out. Ball tracking tells us it's okay. 12 minutes left on the clock. He is using up all of his 90 seconds. I am wondering whether we're going to see the 60-second shot clock come into effect. I wonder if that's going to be a thing across rugby in the future. Because penalties are becoming a little bit of gamesmanship now, aren't they? I mean, not that, Japan are looking to run the clock down to hold their lead, but I think they're just looking to sort of contain the Lions and prevent them from scoring any more. Which seems a bit daft, because they're starting to come into the game a little bit. As a huge tackle from Henshaw. Channel 4 trying to pick their player of the match already. We will reserve Dick of the Day for another 8 minutes or so, I think, because I don't want to be giving my dick to anybody. Right, great offloading hands from Laws. Jamie George then, and is that a tackle off the ball? No, it's not. Watson ends up spilling it, so it's going to be a knock on, but great offload work from the Lions there. Time off. We've got a man down. Great work from Courtney Laws, Conor Murray, and Jamie George as well. And that's a great pickup. Oh, it's not. It's Ali Price. Ali Price is on. I didn't see Conor Murray go off. So, lots to think about for Gats after this one. I would love to be a fly on the wall in Monday's team review because I think there's plenty of positives. That's me for now. Cheers. Was fun. It was awesome having you in. Thank you ever so much for dropping by. You're welcome back anytime, of course. It's great to see you. And thank you for dropping in. Right. Lions then are going to have to defend this scrum inside the Japanese 22. Japan sort of just taking their time just to get themselves settled and set. Thank you. And we'll have a penalty for Japan for pulling down the scrum. So, just under 10 minutes to go, and Japan will kick their lines clear. Plenty of distance, but he's left a little bit out there on that one. And they are, I think, around about the 10. And Japan quite comfortable off the top there. And I tell you what, some of these loop plays from Japan, their intricate hands are absolutely beautiful to watch as they spin out the other direction. Knock on red is the call. Knock on red, then a forward pass. So we're going to come back to the halfway line for a Japanese scrum. Just great little loop plays, preventing tackles and making Lions stand off them and drift. It's everybody knows exactly what they're doing, exactly where they need to be. Everything's in step, and when it comes off like that, it's just beautiful to watch. Bryla Driscoll crying for Jouet as the pretty hands end up going forward. And for Fita then, big carry from him. It's not had a bad game. And another penalty coming for Japan. Offside. And, well, one of these, Bigger's been bounced off. Price has been bounced off. And, if only Japan's hands could have been there. But Japan have, they're quite clearly just missing a little bit of match day chemistry. But their hands are beautiful work. Very Southern Hemisphere style of play. Lots of hands, lots of movement, lots of good stuff. Thank you, darling. We're still moving into the shed, to the pavilion, not the shed. So I'm slowly being brought bits out. Right. So Japan have a where are we? We're a line out. About 12 metres out. As 9 steps into the line out for both teams there. And Japan not happy about it, but just mimicking what's being done by Japan. So I can't really have any complaints. As we lose pictures for a second as it freezes. That's no good, is it? And yeah, Japan just held up there. Oh dear, we nearly missed a try. Oh no. Okay, that's not good. We've lost pictures. Right, well, we'll bring you the action as it happens. Japan have got a scrum, we know that much. They were held up over the line. Apologies for these lack of pictures. Right. Well, that's not how we wanted this to go. Right, we're back. What have we got going on? So, Japan with a little cheeky crossfield, but they're coming back for the penalty. We're back in business. So they're just deciding what they're going to do, whether they're going to have a little cheeky tap and go or what. And looks like they've opted for the scrum. Yeah, we're going to have a scrum down for Japan. Clock ticking away. Don't really want them getting any more out of this game than they've had. As Ali Price gives a few slap on arses as they pack down. Ball is in. And away. And Japan knock it on. And Lions get the turnover and are able to just gain a few metres through Van der Merwe. 3 minutes left on the clock now. As advantage is coming. And Bigger will clear downfield. But doesn't find touch on the full. Takes a bounce back towards him, and you would say Lions have done well to get to a line-out position there. Dan Bigger just organising troops around him defensively, making sure they're ready for that big crash. There is no doubt coming as Japan eventually get it into middle pod that becomes first pod. It's an interesting line out setup. As away go Japan through number 14, Matashuma. Probably pronounced that wrong, but he's had a cracking game. He's found holes all over the place. Big concerns for the Lions around the amount of holes there are defensively. But 'tis what it is, and Lions end up getting the ball back, and Bigger Can't quite find the 22. Of course, still to come this evening, we've got the Premiership final. We will be watching that, so do join us for that if you aren't already planning on doing so. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button on this as well. It does great for the channel to get that content out there in front of people, and we really do appreciate it. We've had a few subs today, which I cannot be more happy about. I really do appreciate all the love that we're getting on this channel at the moment. Anyway, Japan then with their line out, and it's up the top, just outside of the 22. It's not great quick ball. And again, Lions work to slow it down. And Japan just look a bit tired in the hands now. Few passes going wildly behind the target man. And a penalty to the Lions with 25 seconds left on the clock. Pretty confident this is done and dusted now. Dan Bigger struts over, takes his time, has a little look, and gives it a slap downfield. Huge boot. Where's that finished? Clock's ticking. Don't rush down, boys. Take your time. Get that clock in the red. And you would expect up and down from the line out. And they will just dot this off field. Jamie George then. So, just inside the Japanese 10 is where it went out. It's a 4-man line out. So pretty confident this is going off the top to Ali Price, which it does. And they don't go off the pitch. Dan Bigger carries as the options are shut down outside him. Then on to Henshaw. Ali Price does well to recognise that the ball is out and feeds it out to Watson, who chews up Josh Adams' space. He's got to fend off a few. And Ali Price trying to buy the penalty, and it doesn't come. So Japan will have one more attack. And you think that this game's only going to end with a knock-on. As they tap quickly. And move it a couple of channels out into midfield. Japan rolling forward now, almost uncontested, but Anthony Watson with the intercept on. It's a no-look pass. It's a no-look pass to Van der Merwe, and the referee will blow that final whistle. We are all done in Murrayfield. The Lions pick up their first win. There's definitely things to be fixed, but on to the next game and a good start to the tour. You're not wrong. I absolutely concur with that. I think there are a few things that we need to have a little goosey gander at and a little think about. Probably need to look at the width of our defence. There's some question marks there. And the number of holes we're leaving. We need to have a look at the box kick. And how we're going to protect Conor Murray there. Because he was left a little bit exposed today. But in general, there were lots and lots of good things happening. Lots of players with good performances. My dick of the day. We haven't done that. Who am I going to give it to? I'm going to give it to Dan Bigger. I think Dan Bigger had a really solid performance, really commanded things from that 10 channel. So dick of the day goes to Dan Bigger. There you are. I don't know who the man of the match was. But yeah, I'm giving it to Dan Bigger. As he steps up to the touchline to have a chat with somebody. Marvellous. Big hugs and handshakes for Pascal Gutierrez as well, who has now served his final international test match So best of luck to him for whatever he does next. But that is it from us. We're going to love and leave you because we've got to get on to the next one. Excuse me. So join us over on the next stream in just a few minutes' time. We're just going to turn things around and get things reset. And we will be live from this place behind me, Twickenham, in just a few minutes' time for the Gallagher Premiership final. I hope you've enjoyed. If you haven't, unlucky. This has been Sky News. If you have, thanks for watching Rugby Geeks. Please hit that subscribe button. And as always, face down, ass up. That's the way we like to ruck. See you later.